This is ETBU Sportsnet. I'm Mark T. Robinson here with head women's soccer coach Erik Solberg. Coach, thanks for being on the show with us here today. Just kind of recap the last two ASC matches you guys had over this past week.
Yeah, it was a great way to start our ASC conference schedule. Getting to start at home is always an awesome experience. The girls were fired up to play Concordia, who came in only with one loss to a top 10 team in Trinity. So we were playing a really good team, and we really came out and showed that we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the ASC this year. I really am proud of the way our team competed. Home opener, you know, in terms of the conference is always a huge deal, and we definitely played up to it. We were able to come away with a 2-1 win after losing last year 1-0 on a penalty kick. So it's a huge result for us. Definitely great to start the conference campaign off with 3 points. Thought we played incredibly well from top to bottom. We got to do better to finish some chances. You know, we outshot them 12-1 in the second half. And we're only able to put one of those shots in the back of the net for a goal. So we got to do better to clean up some chances. The scoreline could have been a little bit better in our favor. We missed a lot of 1v1s, but really proud of Heather Brady and Chase Swan, especially for finishing goals off. In both situations, the keeper made the first save. They stayed with it and were able to find the back of the net. So did a good job. I hope we can score some more goals in the future, but thought we played really, really well to every position throughout the field. Got great goalkeeping, great defending. Unfortunately, just had one late penalty kick call against us. Definitely not a call you normally see made in that situation. Cost us the shutout and the clean sheet, which fortunately we were able to get on Saturday. But really thought we deserved the shutout. Definitely deserved the 3 points in the win, and it was a great way to kind of start the conference campaign before taking on UMHB on Saturday. UMHB is a really, really well-coached team. Barry Elkins has done a terrific job down there with the crew. And, they're a team that since 2014 has not lost a regular season conference game to anybody but Hardin Simmons. We had some chances. We had some chances to beat them, especially as the game went on. I don't feel like we played our best soccer the first 25 minutes or so. I felt like we were a little bit slow, just kind of recovering and just finding the ball. We just had a struggle. We're chasing the ball too much, but we really settled down, played a more possessive, aggressive style soccer the last half of the first half. Second half, we got better. Had a couple of chances. We got to do better on set pieces to make some balls go dead in the back of the net, but had a better second half, forced overtime. Thought our defense stepped up and played incredibly well. Megan Friend and Kibriana Bonner as our center backs did a tremendous job just cleaning stuff up. We got great jobs by our outside backs, Christy Friend, Emmy Laxon, and Bailey Gow for a freshman in there as well. So we did a really good job. And then Claire Montadon in net cleaned up everything. Didn't have to do too much, but did control the net pretty well. And we were able to come away with our first shutout, clean sheet of the season. And, we felt like we deserved one in each of the 4 previous games. So finally to get one against a tough opponent like UMHB, was tremendous for us. Getting 4 points on the weekend is great. We got 0 from this weekend last year against these two sides. So really proud of the way our team fought. For 110 minutes, we had chances in the second overtime, 2 or 3 clear cut, I thought, to win it, and just weren't unable to put it away. But really proud of the draw, and I know that if we play them again, it'll be another tight match if we get them in the conference tournament, and one that we'd look forward to. So terrific start to our season. Really proud of our team, and great to start conference with 4 points from 6.
Okay, Coach, you talked about the defense against UMHB. You talked about your center backs. But overall, I think over the last 4 or 5 matches, your defense has been solid. What particularly do you think is the key to that defensive attack for you guys?
Well, I think there's a lot of things. I think first and foremost, we've got tremendous players back in there that are all doing their part. I think we talk a lot about doing your best as each individual role and responsibility that you have to do. And, a great defense sometimes comes from a good attack. We've been scoring some goals. We've had the ball forward. That makes the job a little bit easier for our defensive group. But they each have done a really good job of winning balls in the air, having good clearances, trying to combine to find feet, but also just done a good job of communicating with one another. We've got some new pieces back there, pretty much our back line. A lot of them are playing a different position than they did last year. So let's just take a lot of communication. It's something we work on a lot in practice, and we haven't allowed more than a goal in a game since our first game of the season. And 4 of the 5 goals that we've most recently allowed, or 3 of the 4 goals we've allowed most recently have been penalty kicks. So it's something we're trying to clean up and work on as well. But we're doing a really good job, I think, just communicating, working together, not being too individualistic, but kind of having a team first mindset. And I do think our attack, our center mids are doing a good job of winning balls in the air and combining to feed. And then, our dangerous attack always takes a little bit of pressure off of our of our defense. But we've done a really good job just being organized. I think they've bought into the coaching, bought into the system that we're trying to play. But each and every one of them has just played with big hearts, played for one another, played for this team, and played to honor God. So really proud of how our defense is playing. I hope we can carry it forward. We got some big tests still to come in conference, obviously. Just getting off the ground this past week. Still got 10 conference games to play. So we need to carry that forward. But I'm really proud and really pleased with how our defense has played to this point, and I know we'll carry that forward.
All right, Coach, and my last question for you today is kind of you've got a match Thursday against McMurray on the road. So how are you guys preparing to face them coming on Thursday?
McMurray is I got a new coach. He was the assistant there last year. He's done a really good job recruiting, so definitely have some new faces. From playing them last year, we dominated the match, but we only came away with a 1-0 victory, and we kind of expect a similar match. I think we've improved our quality from top to bottom in our roster as well, but they'll be fired up. It's their conference home opener. They're coming off a big loss to Sul Ross. They lost 6-0 to them on the road, but they'll be fired up to play at home. It's going to be a hot day in Abilene on that turf, so it'll be definitely a challenge for us. It's a game that we've got to have if we want to do the things we want to in conference, but we know McMurray's not going to give us an inch. They'll be much better organized this year. They probably be a little bit more of an attacking threat, but it just comes down to us finishing our chances. Our defense has got to play the way it has, and we know they're capable of doing that. And then we just got to finish chances. We outshot them, I think, 28-1 or 2 last year, but only finished 1 chance. So this year, the same mindset's got to be true. We've got to clean up our finishing and get balls in. We placed, a top 10 team in Hardin Simmons on Saturday, but we can't really think about that. We've got to go take care of business, get the 3 points at McMurray on Thursday, and I think we'll be well rested and well prepared to get the job done.
All right. Thank you, Coach. This has been ETBU Sportsnet.